What's up, you bunch of GP? I am excited to bring you today's adventure. We are in Stoke-upon-Trent in the UK at what is perhaps UK's finest theme park, Alton Towers. Maybe by the end of this video we'll be able to decide. But I'm excited regardless. This place has been on my bucket list for quite some time. So I could get out here and ride the incredibly unique coasters such as Nemesis, which is unfortunately closing for probably 2 years to be refurbished and have some changes done. But I just wanted to get the good old school Nemesis before they change it, and to go upside down 14 times on the Smiler.
Smiley. What is this?
So, gorgeous settings. Let's enjoy them and come along with me on the adventure. Here we go. So, just came off of Spinball Wizard, a Mauer SC2200 model. One of one. We've seen a number of Mauer SC2000s and a number of Mauer SC3000 models. But this is a custom 2200 made just for Alton Towers, and I gotta say, this is one of the best spinners I've ever been on. As far as a family thrill spinner, man, this layout is fantastic. Caught some airtime, lots of spins, really big changes of direction that were throwing me around my seat. Super fun. So, we're off to a good start. On to the next one. So I just came off the Runaway Mine Train, which is a mod-powered coaster, and easily the best powered coaster I've ever seen. It's a long layout, super custom, obviously built just for the park. It goes over the rapids, over buildings, dives through trees in the forest, goes into a rock tunnel that then circles around right past the rapids at high speed. It's really fun and kind of surprising. So make sure that you ride the Runaway Mine Train when you come here to Alton. So far, I am loving the atmosphere at this park. Really clean, really beautifully themed, gorgeously wooded, and playing cool little music. Everybody's got great attitudes, everybody's happy. So we're having a great day. We're gonna keep it moving.
What's big, scary, and goes up and down?
I don't know. What is big, scary, and goes up and down?
A monster on a trampoline.
Let's switch channels. This show is dull.
You bet.
So guys, I just finished a bucket list item. I finally rode Nemesis, the incredible B&M invert. It is super unique, intense. I absolutely love terrain coasters and theming, and this does the best of both of those things. I'm not sure if it's gonna be my #1 invert. I'm gonna have to think about that one for a little bit, see if it can take Montu out of that spot. So apparently Alton Towers was not allowed to build above the tree line. The locals didn't want any rides sticking out above the treetops. And so in order to build a ride as fast and intense as Nemesis, they decided to dig in the ground and put as much of it as they could below the surface. So you've got a ride that follows the terrain extremely well and has trenches built sometimes as deep as 80 feet. And it makes for a really thrilling ride experience. It really does. So I didn't get a chance to talk earlier about Rita, which I rode. That's their intimate accelerator coaster. Was fun because, like I talked about before, they have the height restrictions here. There was no tall top hat, which we're used to in America on the intimate accelerators. Instead, it stays low to the ground, just really fast, has lots of big twists and turns. Was a little bit rattly and was a little short. So it's not the best coaster in the park, but still fun. And a good addition here. It's good they have something that launches. So guys, I just rode Wicker Man. It's Alton Towers' newest ride. Came here in 2018. It's a wooden coaster, which many of you know is my favorites. Woody made by Great Coasters International, aka GCI. Super well themed. Like a lot of the stuff here, You know, they love telling stories. There are actually 2 pre-queue rooms where you get a little pre-story, which was cool. Basically, they tell you that you are the sacrifice for the Wicker Man. They're about to burn you. But the ride was great. Fast, smooth, great twists and turns, which GCI is well known for. Good drops, couple good airtime moments. So I really enjoyed that. That's definitely one of the best rides in the park. I will warn you, it's very popular as well. And the app said when I went to it that it had a 60-minute wait. I had a fast track ticket, and I still waited in fast track for about a half an hour. A lot of people were upset. The fast track line was barely moving. So just be warned, it's a popular attraction. It may take time, even if you buy a fast track. But now we're gonna enter the last section of the park, the X sector, and get a ride on Smiler and Oblivion. Here we go. So Oblivion was cool. It's one of the first B&M dive coasters. What's really unique about this one is it's dug really deep into the ground. So the drop is and the lift are probably the shortest I've ever seen on a dive coaster. You just go up to the top of the tree line, turn around, and then you drop into a deep tunnel. I mean deep. You just keep going into blackness for a minute, and there's fog and smoke down there, so you really can't tell how far you're dropping till finally you feel yourself coming out of it. But after that drop, all it does is it comes back out of the ground, comes up into a turnaround, up into a little hill into the brake run. So very short but sweet, really cool experience dropping into the tunnel, which is what makes it really unique. that's an incredible experience. I've now set my new record for inversions. 14 inversions. This is the world record holder. We've been waiting for them to try and outdo them in the United States and build something with more than 14, but right now, this is the king. If you want to go upside down, you can't do it more than you will on this coaster. It wasn't the smoothest ride, but I mean, that's kind of typical of Gerstlauers. I'm not gonna say it's rough either, but just some little jolts and bumps on the track. But that doesn't really take away from the experience because it is really surreal and the theming's incredible. On this ride, the government is telling you, smile, have joy, enjoy yourself. You must. So one way that Gerstlauer is able to achieve 14 inversions with this ride is that it has 2 lifts. And uniquely, one of the lifts is a vertical lift. The other lift is a standard, kind of like 45-degree angle lift. And so you do 7 inversions, and then in the middle of the ride, you get to a point where it says halfway, and then you start going up the vertical lift. That's the second one. Yeah, I love that ride. That was great. Might be my favorite in the park. It's gonna take some real thought to figure out my favorites for this one. Nemesis was great. Smiler was great. So was Wicker Man. This is gonna be a tight one. But either way, I just love the way that this park fully themes out their rides. You give you a full experience. Unbelievable. Well, I'm heading out the exit gates. So, as you can tell, that's the end of this adventure. But man, I had a great time at Alton Towers. These people did too. Yeah. So for GP Coasters, I'm Gooch, and I'll check you guys on the next adventure. All right? Peace.